You think Samsung makes phones, but phones are barely a third of the story. Behind the screen hides an empire that quietly powers the modern world.
It began in 1938 as a tiny grocery store in Daegu, selling dried fish and noodles. It moved into electronics, then memory chips, reinventing itself over and over, until it became an empire worth nearly $1.7 trillion.
So, look at where the money really comes from. Break the revenue apart, and about 61% has nothing to do with phones. On some $230 billion in sales, chips, and displays do the heavy lifting.
Here is the engine room. Samsung is the world's #1 producer of DRAM memory and a giant in NAND storage. Its chip business alone earns over $70 billion, second only to NVIDIA.
Now the twist. Open up any iPhone, and you'll find the display was likely built by Samsung. It supplies 60 to 70% of iPhone OLED panels. Its biggest rival is also its customer.
Samsung also builds chips for other companies. Inside its foundries, designs from Tesla, Qualcomm, and Google come to life on 3-nanometer technology. But here it trails far behind TSMC.
And it reaches far beyond technology. Samsung makes life-saving medicines, batteries, cargo ships, even insurance. It is ranked #1 in televisions for 20 straight years. If this is blowing your mind, hit subscribe before we go deeper.
In Korea, Samsung is everywhere. You can be born in a Samsung hospital, live in a Samsung apartment, and insure your life with Samsung. Its output equals a fifth of the entire economy.
Then came the AI boom. The chips feeding AI accelerators are called high-bandwidth memory, and Samsung holds nearly 40% of that market. HBM4 enters mass production in 2026.
But no empire is flawless. Samsung is losing its memory lead to SK Hynix. Its foundry trails TSMC, and its battery share keeps slipping. The giant has real cracks.
So how do you follow along? Investors watch Samsung Electronics under ticker 005930, plus affiliates in batteries and biologics. This is not financial advice. Do your own research.
61% non-phone. $70 billion in chips. #1 in TVs for 20 years. Samsung isn't a phone company. It's infrastructure for everything. If this helped, like and subscribe.